got another early morning gym sesh. Probably shouldn't say it's that early. I stayed in bed today until 6. Damn, almost 6:30. But of course, we're gonna start off with our Sup Dog pre-workout and creatine. Then I'm gonna get in some treadmill work and then some light weight training. The last couple days, my freaking legs have been killing me from a workout that my coach put in. It was Monday now. It's now Thursday. My legs are still hurting. So that's good. Ended up running yesterday. Ran real slow. I was really struggling. I had to do a walk run. It wasn't even because of my hurt foot. More just because I've just been out of the swing of things for too long now. So now I'm really starting to taper back in to bigger workouts. The weekends are going to start taking up bigger workouts. This weekend we're going to go down to Shenandoah mountain biking for the night, and that's always challenging. A lot of hills to climb, but it'll be fun. It's good to do some cross training. The swimming and the biking and the running every single day on the road just gets boring after a while, to be honest. So I'm gonna start off here. We'll chat during my my treadmill session here in the pain cave. So we got our bike, we got a treadmill, cold plunge, I got some weights and stuff over here. So doing a little walking uphill, warm up, get the legs flowing a little bit before I hit a jog. I'm obviously not gonna run and talk on the vlog at the same time. It would get a little bouncy, probably a little loud. So I'm gonna do about 5 minutes incline walking and then a couple miles, a little jog, and then hit some of these weights, get some core strength back. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've felt like I've lost, probably just from the lack of swimming so much. I was swimming 20 miles a week during Ironman training, and now I'm lucky to get a couple miles in. One of the hard parts, especially if you can relate and you own your own business and you kind of make your own schedule, getting up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. isn't easy when you don't really have to do it. If you have a job that you have to get to every day, you might hate it, but you gotta go. For me, I don't really have to get up at 5, 6 o'clock because my people don't really start work until like 7, 8 o'clock. But by the time I get to the gym, it is usually around 6:30. I only have about an hour, hour and a half before people start calling with problems, questions, that unfortunately, when you own the company, you have to solve. So I have to stop my workouts early, constantly make sure that I'm attached to my phone after 8 a.m., just so I don't have people sitting around basically just burning money, right? If somebody's not doing the right thing or confused about what they should be doing, and instead of calling and asking the question, they just do something wrong, that could cost the company a lot of money. So being connected, one thing that hopefully will change in the future is the hiring of more upper level management. We've been slowly but surely hiring more upper level management, but it seems like, and this is a bad problem to complain about, but every time we hire more upper level management, we end up with more jobs. So it puts us in this repetitive cycle of, yeah, sure, we're growing, we're taking on more overhead, we're taking on more responsibility. So this year, 2026, we're really gonna focus on profits instead of revenue and see kind of what that brings as far as employees go. in the beginning of this, 2016, 2017, I guess, was right around when we started. We would take everything from caulking a window to roofing, even though we weren't at that point insured for roofing. We were insured for other things, but not roofing, we found out. So a lot of learning curves along the way. But one of the big things to kind of realize is in the beginning, you're just trying to build a name for yourself. So you have to take those jobs. You really have to struggle, do a lot of what I call charity work, stuff that you're not really gonna make any money, just to build a name for yourself. Once you have that name and that reputation, it's much easier to get the right type of jobs. Now we have leads coming into our system every single solitary day from our branded vehicles, from our signs outside of people's houses, from word of mouth in the neighborhoods that we're working in. Now we have somebody that calls us and they kind of sound maybe like a pain, or their job's not going to be profitable. We can simply just refer them to another contractor, which is also great practice because there's always somebody under you that will take that job, that's willing to do the grind, and you can work out a deal with them that you get, I don't know, 5% of whatever they bring in gross on the job, so they know when they bid that job, bid it with an extra 5%. And that's the idea of contracting. You're really just putting people together. I talked yesterday, I think we did a phone call on the vlog where I literally called the lead. They wanted a countertop replacement. I'm not gonna even go to that house. I called my countertop guy. I think I did all of this live on the vlog yesterday. Called the countertop guy, set up the appointment. He's going out there. He's going to measure, talk to the client about what they want, gonna send me the price. I'm of course then gonna mark up that price, send it to the client, and she'll be happy because Elegant Kitchens do a great job with countertops, and I'll be happy because I would have made a little bit of money and not really had to do anything besides take a simple, quick phone call from a lead that came into me, into our software, without me doing anything. I think that one came from a referral through a friend. But in the last week, we've had, oh, here it is, 7 o'clock. We already have roofers calling me. Let's see what this one needs. What's up?
Hey Ryan, just had a question about.
Sure.
The detached garage, the one that's apart from the house.
Yes.
Are we replacing the drippage there or painting the drippage?
That's a better question for.
He told me to call you.
How much? What's the price difference to replace it versus paint it?
For there, I only quoted the fascia, aluminum wrapping the fascia.
Okay.
Now the drippage is white, and from my understanding is that the homeowner, he wants everything black, like the drippage and the fascia.
Yes, I did say that. He did say that he wanted everything black, but I did just confirm I did not include anything to do with the garage in my quote. So I'm gonna have to call the client. I mean, what would be what's gonna be like the price difference if?
Because I included fascia and gutters in my quote for the detached garage as well.
Oh, so the drip edge with that?
The drip edge is the only thing I didn't include because that was the only I forgot that it was white, so that's the only one that got I didn't consider that the drip edge. The drip edge is the only thing I didn't consider because I wasn't sure if it's getting painted or if it's getting replaced.
You could just leave it for now. We could paint it later.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah, it could be painted later. Just make sure that when it is getting painted, just to be careful with everything else,
Yep. And you guys will be done at that project, what, a couple days?
Tomorrow, the latest.
Okay.
We might finish. No, tomorrow. Yeah, because of the gutters as well. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And you got the black
Yeah.
half round round
Yes.
metal 6K.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks. So that's basically life. Contractors calling me with questions. I'm the one that sold the job to the client. I got to make decisions. Sometimes decisions like that are quicker and easier to make without calling the client, knowing that later we can paint the drip edge no matter what. I also hate blowing clients up at 7 a.m. Even though this specific client, Will, is super cool. Been a great guy to work with. And usually, this is actually the perfect example, quick little segue into story. I wasn't gonna take this job because this owner was piecemealing everything. He was trying to hire all these different contractors. He really just wanted us to come in and do the structural framing. I was very reluctant, but he couldn't get his permit, so I ended up helping him pull the permit. So I charged him a permit expediting fee, did the permit, then found out that the permit for the structural stuff was connected to my contracting license, so I had no choice but to do that structural work. Now, since then, the guy's been so happy with us and the work that we've done, has been the one leading that project with his framing crews. He's so happy. We're now a month or two after we were supposed to finish, still doing different projects in the house. So it's cool to be able to help somebody out and for them to not want to use us for everything at first, and then it turns out we just kind of show them how easy it is to work with us. And now we have another good job that's going on. It's on a great street right in, and we actually gave the owner a $5,000 discount to put one of our giant banners out front, and that's been super profitable as far as people seeing our name and our brand. We're starting to see on Facebook people are more recognizing the brand instead of my name, which is great. A lot of people are still tagging my name, even though I'm only half owner of the company, but I'm more on social media and kind of the one that's doing most of the sales. But what my goal is to really get away from people using my name instead of using my company name. So I don't want people to know Ryan Greenberg. I want people to know the PE home remodeling, PE property management brand. And you can comment about your opinions on that, but I think people knowing the brand is way more important than people knowing the person, because right now I couldn't exit. No company would want to acquire us when it's just me. But if people are calling PE because of the PE name and not because of Ryan Greenberg's name, it's a totally different story. So that's what we're going for, trying to get people to recognize the PE home remodeling brand and name. And hopefully that helps us scale in the end. So finished our cardio, nice little light jog and some uphill walking. Even after doing an Ironman, uphill walking is fucking hard. I don't care what anybody says. Now what I've been focusing on is really trying to get some of my strength back. Obviously when you're training for an Ironman, you lose a lot of strength from just doing so much cardio. So first I like to do a little bit of flexibility stuff, a little bit of momentum, just getting like my arms, my upper body engaged. I mean, the last couple weeks, my workouts have been anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes max. I'm not in there for 3 hours pumping as much weight as I can. Again, I'm trying to be lean, I'm trying to be strong, but I'm not trying to put on too much muscle where it's gonna slow me down to hit my goals next year. Again, really wanna break under that 5-hour mark at a 70.3. Really wanna break under the 12-hour mark at an Ironman, full Ironman. It's amazing how many people you go there and you see clearly have not been dialed in with the training, clearly have not been working, doing the proper work that it takes in order to actually complete an Ironman. if you compete in Ironman, you are damn near superhuman. So I wouldn't consider myself as a competitor. I'm middle of the pack at best. 70.3s, I do believe that I can get into the upper 5% of athletes, but some of these guys doing these full Ironmans, running marathons at 5 or less minute mile pace after biking 112 miles is just absolutely insane. We got a little tuna here. Maybe I'll do a little workout with tuna here. Let's see. We'll do some 15-pound dumbbells. Tuna, you gonna be on the vlog? He can't be without me, so he's got to be here while we're working out. He'll come to work today. We're not really going into too many people's houses. He can hang out in the car because the weather's nice, so he'll be happy about that. This morning, just trying to get in some arms. I'm gonna do off camera. I'm gonna do some push-ups. I don't think you guys need to watch me do push-ups and sit-ups, but do some push-ups and sit-ups. Today's a real light day. So I'm gonna wrap the video up there and finish up this workout, and then I'm gonna get on with the day.